All right, Ben, it's the fourth quarter. We're going to get ready to finish this thing up. We go to our Ben and Barry on Facebook page and look at some of the current events and hot topics. First off, I do want to mention the Raiders-Cowboys Thanksgiving Day game was the most watched NFL regular season game on any network since 1990. So everybody was home tuned in for that one. That looked like a good one going in. So how many plates were you on by the time this game came on? Second plate, third plate?
This was the second game of the three, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I was second plate there.
Second plate there?
Yep.
All right. Let's skip over. Hey, look, man. We've been on the Prime, Coach Prime bandwagon all year. We want to congratulate Deion Sanders for being the SWAC Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year, Coach Prime. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good for Jackson State, man. What's that? Southwest Athletic Conference?
Yes.
SWAC. All right. Did you hear about former NFL quarterback Robert Griffin III? Bobby Griffin, as you like to call him?
Bobby Griffin. Yeah, I heard Bobby Griffin's going to write a book. He's going to expose some things that he experienced while he was with the Washington football team.
He's
I don't
talking
know
about the medical mismanagement of his knee injury.
Yeah, but people aren't going to get the book for that. They're going to get the book so they can find out some dirt on Daniel Snyder. And he's got that too. So he says.
So he says. So is he officially retired at this point?
Oh, yeah, he's a broadcaster.
Okay.
He's doing college games.
All right. He's no longer in the backfield in Baltimore.
No.
Okay. All right. Bobby Griffin, Robert Griffin III. I have a link here, Ben. Again, we try to do something for the community. Our girl Cynthia Freeland is offering summer internships. So if you're interested in analytics,
oh, Lord have mercy.
If you're interested in analytics, check in with the NFL. Check our link here and Cynthia Freeland's link. And I think they're looking for master's level, if you like getting a master's degree or that type of stuff. So
okay.
Go on in there and check it out. Hey, man, can you imagine a job with the NFL? You know, the only jobs, the sweetest NFL job that I can think of right now is backup quarterback.
Yeah, a lot of people would agree with you on that.
That's
without a doubt.
Hey, look, backup quarterback is it. All right, Ben. I know I get on your nerves sometimes, and I know I particularly irritated you with the brain fart conversation. However, my boy, Kirk Cousins, came through for me with the brain fart of brain farts. All right, here's Kirk Cousins lining up behind the guard. He's ready. He's ready to take the snap. Dalvin Cook's like, no. It's the next guy over. Fourth down, they had to take a timeout. Brain fart at the worst of times in the situations. You got to know why. He is one of my favorite people to mess with. You got to love Kirk Cousins. Telling everybody where to go. You, there. Come on over here. Right, left, right. All right, ready, set. I know you love it. You gotta love it.
I'm glad you got a good laugh off of that. And by itself, it is funny. But it's not the brain fart of all brain farts. We've both seen worse. And I've seen that happen before.
Oh yeah, other people have had those same brain farts. So yeah, he ain't. It's not just him,
In
but
fact,
he's there. He was
in
there this
fact,
weekend.
in
Against my
fact,
squad, much less.
in fact, Tyrod Taylor had one that was worse than that
Really?
because he was in shotgun formation. He was with the Bills. He was in shotgun formation.
Okay.
So there was nobody to straighten him out. And the center snapped the ball right by him.
What was he like? But he wasn't behind the center when he lied in the
No,
shotgun?
he wasn't nowhere near behind the center. He was behind the guard. He's calling signals. He's looking at the guard's butt. And the center snapped the ball and the ball flew right by him.
Oh my goodness. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Okay. Well, we're all human.
But in Cousins' defense, there was a whole lot going on that play. Both teams had some confusion as to their personnel. So there were people running on and off the field. And in fact, he had to leave his position on the field, basically behind the center, run at least out past the tight end in order to shout instructions out to the wide receiver and or get something shouted back at him from the coach. Then he runs back and just lost count of the bodies and got behind the wrong guy. That he had to travel. If he didn't have to move so far to his right, he probably would have come right back to the right spot. But in the confusion, and people are going back and forth and on the field and off the field and changing from the right side to the left side, it's pretty confusing. So I could see that happening.
Yeah, well, that's when brain farts happen. That's when they happen. It's about confusions. Before we finish up, I did want to give you a chance to maybe speak about the passing of one Curley Culp.
Curley Culp, one of my favorite. Look, I might have said this before, probably sometime back in the past, but I probably started watching NFL football in earnest around the age of 8 and really beginning to understand it around the ages of 9 and 10. And shortly after that, the AFL appeared. And I was big time on the AFL. I couldn't wait for AFL games to come on. They just seemed to be so much more exciting than the NFL games were. NFL, everybody ran the ball. AFL, everybody threw the ball. And everybody had fast wide receivers. And it was just crazy. It was crazy. It was the interceptions all over the place. Guys getting pick sixes. And it was crazy. And I loved the Kansas City Chiefs, who Curley Culp played for. I loved the old Dallas Texans, the Buffalo Bills. They had Cookie Gilchrist. What a name.
Oh.
Cookie Gilchrist.
I remember that name.
You know, yeah. I mean, I loved watching the AFL games. So, yeah, I kind of came up with Curley Culp. He was on the Kansas City team, I believe, that beat he was on the Kansas City team that lost to the Packers, maybe in Super Bowl 2 or 3. I don't know if he was on the Kansas City team that won Super Bowl 4 or 5 or whichever one they won early on. But he was a great player, big time hitter, big time run stopper, and they used him in coverage.
Yeah.
So,
wow. They used them in coverage, eh?
Yeah. Well, you know, tight ends.
Okay.
The full backs that would go out for passes, not no speedsters.
No, I understand.
You know, but back then, everybody had like a fullback and a halfback. The whole running back thing wasn't really in vogue then. So you had a fullback, you had a halfback, and the fullback would either block or occasionally he would go out for a little swing pass. So fullback back in those days was basically a light in the pants offensive guard, you know? So, and the tight ends were light in the pants offensive tackles. So there wasn't a lot of speed there. All your speed was with your halfback and your wide receivers. So there were guys that he could cover. Kansas City played a lot of they played multiple defenses. They had some good teams back then, really good teams, and he's a Hall of Famer. So
okay, well, I figured you would. If anybody knew a little bit about Curley Culp, you would. So rest in peace, and just wanted to mention that. All right, hey Ben, that's it. I have no more.
That's all we got.
That's all we got. Unless you got something.
I need it this weekend. Go Giants.